welcome to the first of many Up Your Run classes where you can follow along at home. So today's class is focused on pancakes. So the pancake is where you have your legs straddled, like so, and you're reaching forward. So we're going to do many drills that help along towards this goal. So we're going to be focused on stability, mobility, strength, and everything that's involved. So for starters, we are going to work on our QLs, which are the muscles that run through your lower back and attach onto your hips. Working on your QLs before working on your hip mobility can help free up extra ranges. So we're going to have two versions of this QL stretch. The first one is going to be a half leg. You have a few different versions depending on your mobility level. So level number one will just be reaching over so you feel the stretch for your side. Make sure your chest isn't collapsing down towards the ground. You want to focus on pushing your arm into the inside of your thigh, knee up towards the ceiling, and reaching over. The other version, you can go and reach for your foot if you can. Still focus on opening up the chest as you reach over. Then the next level up will be arm on the inside, using this to push against and open up your chest as you reach for your foot. If you can reach for your foot, go for that first, then fit yourself through the gap, and then push through, really opening up the chest towards the ceiling. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So, leg straight, knee up towards the ceiling, other leg towards your thigh, reaching down and then reaching over, keeping that chest up towards the ceiling. If my chest drops down towards the ground, I'm not maximizing the stretch I can get through my QLs here. Next version, reaching for the foot, coming over. You can really use this bottom hand here to pull yourself down your leg. And again, the deeper version, reach for that foot, get yourself through the gap, and then reach round. And again, go with what suits you best, and we can do the same in the straddle position. What you want to make sure is that your pelvis isn't tucked under. The reason being so, the same for your straddle, you can see my hips here. My pelvis is tucked under, so tailbone under. It's going to round my back and it's going to be harder to reach forward. So what you want to do is focus on that anterior towards the pelvis, so tailbone out, and then you're able to bring your body forward. So apply those same principles towards your pancake, and it will help maximize the range, okay? So it's all about the hip position. So you can see here I'm pulling my bum cheeks out. What I'm gonna do for level number one is just reach over towards my foot, chest open towards the ceiling, not letting it collapse down to the ground. And then if you are those that are gifted a little bit more in this range, you can reach for the foot, come round, really push the arm against the thigh, same as before. Chest up towards the ceiling, getting the stretch for your QLs. And then to the other side, again, you can go with level number one, reaching over, chest up. Or you can go with the most intense if you can. Really, really twist up. So the next part, we are going to do pulses in 5 different positions. So you want to make sure your heels are driving down into the ground, your knees are up towards the ceiling, and we're going to do 10 pulses in each position. So what I want to do here is just let my hands go on the ground, do the pulses. If I'm not doing 10 pulses, please excuse me, it's hard to count and talk at the same time. With each pulse, I'm trying to go further and further. So the next position is over to the opposite leg, and again, pulses, pulses. 10 of these. going to go to the center and do 10 again. If you need something to help visualize how far you can go, so you go different distance with every pulse, you can place a yoga block in front of you, and it gives you a goal to keep on pressing into the block and get it further and further away. And then the other position is in between the position of the legs and the center, so just a quarter of the way. And then again, let's move back so you can see better. And tuck my tailbone into the 5th position. 10 pulses. You can do more sets of this if you want. If you want to get extra warm. Okay. And then the next one we're going to do is a version of Good Morning, but we have a few different levels for this. So you could either have your hands on the ground and think about bowing your chest down and tapping the elbows on the ground. If this distance is easy for you, you just reach the hands slightly further away. Myself in a shot again. So, hands down on the ground as far as you can reach, driving the heels down towards the ground, making sure your quads are engaged, and then you're just going to tap the elbows on the ground. Here you go. Reach a little further back if you can. Tap those elbows down. So it's okay if your position's here. Just really focus on a nice straight back. Contracting the quads. Try to roll your knees away from you. So don't let your feet collapse down. Really rotate your legs away as you tap. Okay, so level number 2 will be hands on your legs, no matter where they are. You want to just get your chest down and then back up. Chest down, back up. So this will be medium level, just going as far down as you're comfortable with. This is a little bit harder than if you do loaded pancakes. Then you've got the load that's going to help you come down. Obviously it's going to be harder to get back up. So body weight is an excellent tool for mobility if you don't have equipment. So the next one, which will be the hardest one, is no hands. Hands behind your head, on your chest, your shoulders, anywhere where you feel like they're out of the way. We're going to come down and then back up. If your hands are touching the ground, you can also place them behind your head and then back up. Making sure the heels stay grounded. Come down and up. You're going to feel this through your adductors, your inner thighs, your glutes, your quads. So your hips should be feeling nice and warm now. We're going to do a strengthening exercise for the quads. So this is a version of a firefly. You can sit your bum up against the wall to help you not lean back in the lifts. We're going to have your legs at a distance where you're able to contract fully through your quads. So you may find yourself cramping in the strengthening drill. So you might want to bring your legs a little bit closer in. Hands to the center, arms straight. And what I'm going to try and do here is contract the quads, keep the toes pointed, and use my hip flexor and my quad strength to lift my legs up. So hands in the center, squeeze everything and lift and try and hold. And then back down. If you get cramped, just shake it out. Give yourself a moment, and then you're going to start again. As you can tell, I've got cramp. So, hands to the center, lift and down, lift and down. If you want to make this harder for yourself, you can also do the hold, lift and hold, down, lift and hold. So from the side, legs are in a straddle, hands to the center, and lift. What you want to try and not do is this, because you can obviously get up higher, but it's going to use less quad strength. So you really want to focus on that engagement and lift. Okay? So, for our pancake, we've worked our QLs, our quad strength. We've also done our pancake pulses. So why not actually try the pancake? So again, principles. Make sure your pelvis isn't tucked under, so it's going to make your back round. This. We don't want this. So make sure the pelvis is untucked. If you need to, you can also sit on a pillow or a yoga block to help tip yourself forward. I will add in a video link to the positioning and what you can do to help with that. Go as wide as you comfortably can. Heels driving into the ground, and you're just going to reach forward, making sure you're contracting the quads throughout. Get myself further back. Okay. So here, reaching forward. And from here, breathe, relax, hold as long as you comfortably can. You can place blocks underneath your chest, shoulders if you want to relax here a little bit longer, and then gradually remove the support from under your chest as you get lower. Okay, so this was a quick class on how to get your pancake. There will be a part 2 of this, as there's so many tools you can do towards your pancake. And I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any requests for any further classes, and I hope to speak to you soon.